Turned around in the life and career have been turned around in the last 5 months. He says he was working a 12-hour shift when he got the call to face Dillian Whyte at Wembley Arena. At Wembley Arena, it's afforded him the chance to take on Anthony Joshua here. And as Tony Bellew was saying earlier on, 2 successive camps have resulted in a weight loss of around 23 pounds from last time around. Will it bring about from last time around? Will it bring about an improved performance in Michigan, in the United States? There's a tension in the American space. Replacing the confident smile. What an opportunity. What an opportunity for Jermaine Franklin to make a mark. And so successful. 2 massive homecoming events coming your way on DAZN next month. Canelo back in Mexico on May the 6th. And 2 weeks later, Katie Taylor in Dublin, May the 20th. And listen to the change in the atmosphere. Heading room to the arena in which he celebrated so many successes down the years. It's here where his professional career began almost a decade ago, and it's here where he won his first World Championship belt also for the Olympic gold medalist of London 2012, who's done so much to change the face of British boxing. And now here tonight at the O2 Arena, here tonight at the O2 Arena on a revival mission.
And now entering the arena, AJ Anthony Joshua!
My name is Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua.
Can outweigh the amount of pressure I put on myself.
I can't afford to lose. I won't let it slip. To lose, I won't let it slip.
Yo, I stopped rapping and re-offended. You know when the track needs mending. Rapping and re-offended. You know when the track needs mending. Too much mixing of brizzy. You know when the pat needs blending. Buy it, cop it, tell me you shot in the game. And your hands all trembling. Too much cap on hearing. And your hands all trembling. Too much cap on hearing. Too much swag they're wearing. And then Bruno hammers. That's all backwards, man, that's scary. Shootouts in the winter, letting them find and my eyes all peary. My football, to myself out naked when I'm fresh at the ensuite. To myself out naked when I'm fresh at the ensuite. I know I'm a rapper, sorry to say it's on me. Pocket, rocket, lock it, shoot, he thinks it's fake. Great, should've known that I try to get man in his face. My fight is falling neighborhood, we're gonna head good UFC, you're gonna need 2-3 plays. Proud of drops, I'm proud of bays. This one's long but small like pick of them cases. Don't want a case out air on the block and you know we're warm. To L show love to the bells. Only go when the phone gets warm. Cool from Bay as well. Home to make sure it's remember them man there try throw it. Get to work, they fought like poet. 4-4 on the brother, get a ball rolling. I'm back and better, they hold up. They're mad, they're fed up, working smart, not hard, that's better. Hold up, they're mad, they're fed up, working smart, not hard, that's better. Anytime we do it, we step up clean. Couldn't care about CCTV. When I fly big, 0.3 is the GLE, 7K for the GLE, 0.3 is the GLE, 7K for the GLE, 7 plates, that's 7 scenes, brick of B, that's 17. G7E, need 10-17s like proof that there by the future. For a cool need something to chew on, bad one with something to chew on. If I get 3 put 2 on, press gonna hold it like I put glue on.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to a sold-out O2 Arena here in London, England. We are live on London, England. We are live on DAZN for the main event of boxing in an international heavyweight contest. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing in association with Salida Promotions and AJ Boxing. Was sponsored by Betfred, Stagefront, and JD Sports. Stagefront and JD Sports. This bout is sanctioned. The steward in charge is Mick Collier. The supervisor is Mr. Charles Giles. Introducing your 3 judges scoring this contest from ringside. From England, Steve Gray. From Switzerland, Fabian Guggenheim. And from the United States of America, Alex Levin. And at the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring from England, A-star referee, Mr. Marcus McDonald. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set, and we are here. This is it. The time has come. Action! The time has come! Of the world, the 4 corners of this ring right here in London, England. The fight starts now! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks. He scaled 16 stone, 10 pounds, 12 ounces. His professional record, 21 victories, only 1 defeat. He has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Saginaw, Michigan, USA. Introducing Jermaine, the 989 Assassin Franklin. Opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. Trunks and scaled 18 stone, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. His 3 pounds, 4 ounces. His professional record, 24 victories. Of his 24 victories, coming by way of knockout. Currently fighting out of and representing his home of Watford, England. Here is the 2012 Olympic gold medal. Watford, England. Here is the 2012 Olympic gold medalist and the former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Anthony, I spoke to you both in the dressing room. Not what I expect. Outlaw professors at all times, obey my instructions and watch your it. Any questions? Let's go to work.
Well, the late, great promoter and manager Mickey Duff used to say that there's the boxing business and there's the heavyweight boxing business. And this famous arena is sizzling here tonight for the return to London of Anthony Joshua. Joshua and heavyweight boxing back at London's O2 Arena. And for the first time in a dozen fights, no World Championship belt on the line for Anthony Joshua, but still so much at stake. Can he establish himself in the early stages? And can he respond to the calls from far and wide to let the hands go? Joshua trying to build himself into a rhythm behind the left hand and tries a right hand for the first time as we come towards the end of the opening minute.
Joshua, I can see, is looking to impose himself, use his size. All behind that lead jab. He's got to be careful when Jermaine Franklin jabs to the body. Joshua's pouring through it with his right hand, and that will leave him open to the left hook. I saw Jermaine Franklin try it once already.
Joshua coming in at his heaviest ever, 18 stone 3 pounds, 250 pounds, covering up well there from that attack from Franklin. Joshua probing with that left hand.
It's a good, solid, heavy jab from Joshua.
Takes one out, exchange of jabs.
That was the one thing that Franklin did well against White. He jabbed with White. Good combination from Joshua there. Gets the attention from Franklin.
And clever evasive work from the American. Saw the right hand from Joshua coming and just slid underneath. This time, Joshua switching the trajectory, going to the body. That real feeling, that sense of jeopardy here at ringside, after all that Joshua's been saying about potential retirement if he gets it wrong here.
Quite static, Joshua. Trying to impose himself, but not much movement in front of Franklin.
Franklin from the crouch attempting to make Joshua miss with those longer straight shots.
Jab popping just like that. Composure. Popping jab. Boom, shoot to the chest. You shoot the body, shoot it to the chest. Shoot to the chest, all right? How you feel? One down. 11 more to go. Maybe not. Start shooting shots. You know where he's going. Just jab, though. Just get it.
One round at a time.
One round at a time. Don't blow your nose. Don't blow your nose. You got a Q-tip. Don't blow your nose. Don't blow your nose. On the stick. Just like that.
As much as this feels like home for Anthony Joshua, homecoming for Canelo in Guadalajara in Mexico on May the 6th. And 2 weeks after that, it's Dublin for Katie Taylor. More nights like this one here, with crackling atmosphere. Into the second round then, scheduled to go 12.
This looks better from Joshua, getting the movement from his feet. That little bounce will free up his hands, make his punch come out more faster, instead of being a bit more static and flat-footed.
There Derek James in the Anthony Joshua corner for the first time, telling him to drive the right hand through the jab of Franklin, exactly as he did there. But a show of contempt from Franklin as he takes that right hand. Joshua once again attempting to build some semblance of rhythm behind the left hand.
It's a good offbeat jab from Joshua. Good right hand behind it.
That's the right hand that Derek James was asking for in the corner. Left hook lands from Joshua. Joshua this time trying to lead off with that left uppercut, didn't quite time it, but makes Franklin miss once again.
Sharp combination from Franklin, reminded Joshua that he's still here. Good feint from Joshua. He needs more of that, more movement in front of Franklin.
Joshua clearly looking for success with that big overhand right. It's just a smattering of blood around the nose of Joshua. A sign of success from Franklin, in particular with the jab. But Franklin there took a couple of heavy shots to the body as well.
Slip in return. Joshua fighting a good fight this round.
You already got him uncomfortable, okay? He already uncomfortable. Keep attacking like that, moving your head, coming in. You got him very uncomfortable right now. He's bleeding already. Try with that nose, break that motherfucker. Okay? We're looking real good. I need more overhand rights though. Okay? And keep them hands up. Keep them hands up. You got caught with that hook a couple times. I don't want you getting caught with nothing. Be real smart. Okay? We need this round like this. That round like this.
They both jab, but it was Joshua followed through with the right hand.
Corners.
Probably the best punch of the fight so far.
Joshua stubbornly waits for Franklin to rise from his stool in the opposite corner. Jesse Addison in the corner with Franklin. They developed a long bond over the years, asking for more use of the right hand from the American.
I like what Joshua's doing, little steps to his right. Just changing the angle in front of Franklin. You'll see him do just like that. Just take a little step to his right.
Moves away from that right hand that Franklin's been asked to throw.
Good right hand.
Beautifully timed from Joshua, taken well by Franklin.
But a good, Franklin puts right back with a left hook.
Joshua falls shy with that right hand. Falls shy with that right hand. genuine excitement you feel at ringside, knowing that any shot and every shot could be the last in heavyweight box towards the final minute of the third round. Towards the final minute of the third round. Joshua hasn't been quite as potent with the left hand as he was. Joshua hasn't been quite as potent with the left hand as he was in the earlier stages. That's better.
He's got to be careful throwing the jab, Joshua, because Franklin's always looking to counter. So it has to be predictable, unpredictable, and it has to be a feint before it. Tried the hook that time. See, Franklin's always looking to counter and fire back. Left hook from Joshua.
Good right hand at the end of the round from Joshua, but again, taken well by the American.
Don't go straight back, because they know you're going straight back now. That's why he's jabbing you. So you go step out. Step out, all right? They expect you to go straight back. And when you give them here and here, they can't forget that. They tell me, go step back, I'm going to keep following you. You got to step out. You don't go step out. Because now you're creating a trap. They're going to come after you. They're going to come after you. You hit them with the straight hook. They go, boom. All right?
That was the right hand just at the end of the round.
Corner, 10 seconds.
It's an interesting fight, Mike. Joshua's winning the rounds, but Franklin's right in there and is dangerous at all times.
And Derek James in the Joshua corner suggesting that Franklin is growing in confidence and therefore might come at Joshua and allow him the chances to catch him on the way in.
And he keeps telling Joshua to take that little step to the right, and I can see why he's doing that, is just to move himself away from the right hand of Franklin. You see, he just keep taking that little step to his right.
Applause in the American's corner for that fast jab from Franklin. Franklin makes him miss and then pings him with the right hand of his own. Real signs that the American is beginning to fancy this.
It's a good solid jab from Joshua.
And again rocks back the head of Franklin. Joshua on a revival mission as he switches now, converts the jab to a hook. 2 defeats in a row against Alexander Usyk now. Yeah, where it all began. Yeah, where it all began.
Starting to feint Joshua now. Maybe I'd like to see him do the left hook right hand. He's threw the left hook a couple of times, but hasn't put the right hand behind it.
Another solid jab from Joshua. Right hand at the end of the exchange though from Franklin. to the body, trying to vary it up. It's from Joshua, and just shy of the target with that overhand right. Gets through with the uppercut. Overhand right. Gets through with the uppercut. Brilliant action at the end of the 4th round.
Keep your balance. Keep your balance. Don't get too excited. I want you to let your hands go, but you got to keep your balance. Take your fakes in there. Even when you're on the end good. This guy, he can't keep going. He can't keep going like that. He's getting tired. Okay? He can't keep going like that. He's getting tired. Okay? He's looking good.
Hey, this run, the psychology is starting to work. The psychology is starting to work.
It's been Joshua's most successful punch in the fight so far, is the jab.
But so far, Andy hasn't been able to build any. Success on the back of that.
No. And that's due to Franklin being always in the position to counter. It's the feint more.
Into the 5th round we go, and towards the territory where many of the predictions suggested that Joshua would get on top. He tries the right, that Joshua would get on top. He tries the right hand. Good left hook from Joshua. 2 solid shots at the beginning of this round.
Nice
uppercut on the inside. So far on Tony Bellew's card to Anthony Joshua. Just doing enough each time around to keep the advantage going his way. Wonderful work with the jab again from Joshua.
That one just sailed over the head. Franklin just did enough to miss it, to let it go over. Good jab, touch around the side, touch the hand, good jab, touch around the side, touch the hand. Divert Franklin's intention and then throw the right hand behind it.
Joshua again just shy of the target with that right hand attempt. Franklin never been stopped, beaten just once. Last time around by Dillian White. Brilliant right hand from Joshua, and once again Franklin shows more than creditable resistance in taking that clean shot. What sort of effect will that have on the psyche of Anthony Joshua as he lands?
I think in the Franklin corner and the Franklin team, they're hoping that Joshua tires out going down the stretch. I can see he's holding back a little bit, he's keeping a bit in reserve.
When Franklin was last sat on the stool.
But he can't keep taking right hands like that. But he fires back every time.
And this time Joshua followed up with a solid left hand to the body as well.
Joshua, that we're used to seeing. If he can start putting that behind the right hand, it will cancel out the counters of Franklin.
And there's a menace in the face of and right hand successes.
I need that stick. Listen, you step over, you get your feet. Go boom. Boom. You step over. Boom.
Once again, Joshua second to rise from his stool as we head into the 6th round. And how important was the 5th in the softening up process? Solid right hand. How many of those now can Franklin landing from Joshua? How many of those now can Franklin continue to take? Stone, around 30 pounds and more, leaning on the inside, more leaning on the inside.
Solid jab. I like the little feint from Joshua. He's feinting down the left side, Joshua. He's feinting down the left side.
And this time it goes over the top of the head of Franklin.
Just misjudged the distance.
Gary James in the corner asking for the left hook to the body after. In the corner asking for the left hook to the body after the right hand. Tremendous Joshua, then follows up with the right hand. That's really got Joshua, then follows up with the right hand. That's really got the crowd behind him here at the O2.
If it's Franklin's strategy to come on strong down the stretch, he really needs to allow him. He's allowing Anthony Joshua to dictate the pace. He's allowing Anthony Joshua to dictate the pace. Initiate the good uppercut on the inside when Joshua comes back Franklin with a right hand.
Showing enough guile at times to make Joshua miss, and plenty of courage too in getting straight back into the fray. Good work again behind the left-hand jab from Joshua.
Joshua. Hook right hand from Joshua.
On the inside, start it, get in, hands in the air, you come at the short. You come at the short.
But you gotta come back with something. You looping it and it's coming over. You gotta straighten it up.
Yeah, it's a straight punch. Yeah. Even though you're throwing it up, straighten it out. You need to secure these rounds, all right? Secure them. Just be willing to outwork him at every exchange.
Yeah, this round.
As long as we outwork this guy, we can win. And
this round,
you gotta stick it up, though.
You need all these rounds.
And this round, you gotta stick it up, though.
You need all these rounds.
Round 7.
So into the second half we go, and referee Marcus McDonald in the distance has had very little to do so far, as these two have just chosen to get on with it over the course of the first 6 rounds. Sharp jab from Franklin, draws applause from his corner. Joshua proning again with the left hand and looks to slip inside and fire home the left hook. Didn't time it. Arg attempts. Arg attempts. Joshua once again teeing up the right hand, potentially with the left hand.
This has been a good round for Franklin so far. Takes a good right hand from Joshua. I'd like to see Joshua get a bit more room in his leg, big power from a static position.
And build on those successes with the right hand. There have been so many of them across the first half of the fight, and now into round 7.
And bring a left hook behind the right hand.
And that's the shot that Derek James has been asking for, behind the right hand.
He got a weak ass psychology. Don't get in that with him, just whoop his ass. You understand me? Don't get in that mind game with him. Your hands go though.
These guys are getting tired. All you got to do is start working now. Start working your combination.
That was a right hand from Joshua. It's very hard to get power from a static position, Mike, when you're flat on your feet like that. It becomes just an arm punch, but to turn your shoulder in with the shot. They've gone back to the drawing board. Jabs, jab 1, 2, jab up and down. And a little step to the right, changing the angle.
And that was one of the questions posed in the build-up. Would one camp with the new trainer, his third trainer in 3 fights, be sufficient? According to Tony Bellew, everything so far, all 7 completed rounds in favour of Anthony Joshua, who again, smart start to the round. This is brilliant from Joshua. McDonald attempting to take the heat out of the situation, but there was plenty of heat on the punches of Joshua in the first half a minute of this 8th round. How does he build on that now? The Franklin corner maybe attempting a bit of kidology. Are saying that Joshua is tiring. Will these heavy right hands from Joshua and those solid jabs begin at some stage to take a toll? Will they begin to have an effect on the American, whose only defeat came against Dillian Whyte on points?
They're getting rough on the inside now. Some of that bad blood starting to spill over, Mike.
And is Franklin happier to keep it at close range at this stage, to deny Joshua the leverage?
You'd think this would suit Joshua because he's the bigger man, but this is energy sapping stuff when you're wrestling and holding like this, clinching. It really saps your power and saps your energy for both men. And to have all the conditions to do this in training and in sparring. Good uppercut from Joshua. That's what he needs to do. That's one of his best punches. The uppercut on the inside. There it is again.
That's the kind of shot when it landed cleanly that finished off Dillian Whyte in their fight for the British title way back in 2015. End of the 8th.
Y'all getting too tight. Get back to your feet, okay? Because what he's going to do now, he's getting desperate. He's going to walk into the right hand. He's going to walk into it. And listen, even if he's not, he's going to be gone. Jab, jab, jab. Do not forget about the feet. Do not forget about the angle. Keep shooting the jab on this side. Boom. Yeah. Listen. And the right hand, if you miss that right hand, that's what if he gets you.
Corner, 10 seconds. He's landed plenty of right hands, Joshua. And in the past, those guys have not been able to take him.
Round 9.
Because he's punching from a flat-footed position, maybe he's not throwing with the same type of power. But Franklin's never looked hurt in the fight.
Joshua comfortably ahead on Tony Bellew's scorecard as we head into the 9th round. Joshua the last twice taking the distance and beaten by Alexander Usyk. Franklin beaten by Dillian Whyte, also over 12 rounds. And we saw on the caption there Joshua losing 3 of his last 5 fights.
Starting to get a little messy in there now. Both men using their head in the clinches.
Slight blemish by the right cheekbone of Jermaine Franklin, but that's been present for a few rounds now and doesn't seem to be troubling him in any way. Heading towards the halfway stage of round 9.
A glancing overhand right from Franklin almost landed.
All starting to get messy, and so Marcus McDonald decided to step in.
There's the uppercut on the inside from Joshua. Can he put the left hook behind it?
Good right hand from Franklin. A gasp from the crowd here at the O2.
Too much grabbing, too much holding. Back to his jab, Joshua. Back to your rhythm, back to your feet, back to your feints. It's just been probing with the lead hand. Hasn't been really thrown with any authority. Looking for the hook. And he ended up in a clinch again.
Very different type of opponent, but it's up to this stage that Joshua was going well second time around against Alexander Usyk.
Right now, right? There's too much holding. You gotta on the jab. Boom, boom, boom. outside.
This was when Franklin came back, got real low in the exchange, made Joshua miss. And came back up with the right hand. And he's always been dangerous the whole night, Franklin. Always looking to counter, always in position. That's what makes him a dangerous opponent for anybody.
Popping and faking. I think
he just lacked the full ambition of trying to go and win this fight. Now I know he's in with Anthony Joshua. Easy said and done, but a bit more ambition, a bit more enthusiasm, a bit more offense, to be a bit more offensive-minded. For me, he needs a knockout to win the fight down, Mike. I think he's too far down on the cards. It's hard to get him around. Maybe the first round was close, but he's 9 rounds down, free to go. To me, Franklin needs a knockout to win. And Joshua needs a knockout just to make a statement.
Yes, for those many critics who will be lining up to take the pot shots at Joshua.
Good uppercut on the inside, good exchange.
2 good right hands from Joshua. One the uppercut and one the straight shot. And again, he follows up.
Needs to keep it going now. Back to the jab. Bear set it up again. Looking for the hook on the inside. That uppercut, right uppercut on the inside. It's working the treat, it's working the past, it's working tonight.
And has some of the zap gone from the work of Jermaine Franklin? Joshua bouncing up on his toes. Good jabs though from the American. These are beautiful, well-timed shots from Joshua now. And from here, he has to pick up the momentum, like the very best do.
Oh, big right hand from Franklin. Look down, shot it over the top. Look down, shot it over the top. Oh, big uppercut on the inside. They're exchanging.
Terrific work on the inside here. And Franklin looks as though he's hurt on the inside, but still fires back.
I think they're both hurt.
Tremendous action. A minute to go in the 10th round.
Both of their legs look heavy.
Franklin somehow found a response.
He landed a big right hand. Joshua came back with a big uppercut. Oh, a big right hand. Franklin shakes it off.
Does it suit Joshua now that Franklin's attempting to open up, leaving potentially the gaps?
Yeah, looking for the uppercut, Joshua. Just telegraphed it a bit too much that time.
Tremendous action here in the 10th round. Half a minute to go. Franklin just took some of the sting away, leading into the shot. Good right hand at the end of the round from Joshua. And then a left hook. The follow-up shot that Derek James has been calling for.
Right in. That dick on it.
It's been one of Joshua's best punches all night. The right uppercut on the inside.
And these are the kind of punches, Andy, that have done a lot of damage a long way up the levels in the heavyweight division down the years.
10 seconds corners.
Franklin standing firm.
Pick him up, pick him up.
So Derek James in the Does Joshua still have that here in the 11th round? which he finished Vladimir Klitschko over at Wembley Stadium on that unforgettable night in April of 2017. Hasn't been anything like as dramatic, and he won't get anything like the plaudits for coming through here. People say this is about revival.
I think it'll mean just as much for him though, Mike. Because this good body shot.
Tremendous body shot from Joshua. All night long, Derek James has been calling for that. Sections of the crowd here at the O2 Arena on their feet now, sensing Joshua can drive home an inside the distance defeat here on Franklin.
You got to think of the human as well as the fighter, Mike. Oh, good right hand. Coming back from 2 losses, his self-esteem, confidence will be down. A new coach, learning new things, full of doubts. He has to exercise those demons. This is the only way to do it. Into the 11th round, can he punctuate this performance with a knockout? Franklin's still ambitious, still dangerous. But I'd like to see Joshua go for it now. I think there's a little bit more in him than what we've seen.
Looking calm, that he seems to lose momentum. When he's up on his toes, it's when the big shots land.
Good jab, good jab. Missed it with the right hand, but a good jab.
Inside the last half a minute of the 11th round.
Clipping right hand from Franklin there. Very clever shot.
Sneaky right hand exchange in which Andy Ruiz had so much success in their contest at Madison Square Garden now almost 4 years ago.
You all right. He got frustrated. Hey, you got to protect yourself at all times. You can do that shit too. The shit that he doing.
Again, it's the uppercut. The right hand from Franklin in the exchange. The right hand from Franklin in the exchange. Took it well, Joshua.
Give him something. He really got the hands on. The hands on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the round.
Well, there'll be many waiting to criticise Anthony Joshua, but there's a warm ovation for criticise Anthony Joshua, but there's a warm ovation for both men at the beginning of this, the 12th and final round, as Franklin works her way to the body in the...
You had to think Franklin's going to throw the kitchen sink in this round. He has to.
And will that give Joshua the opportunities? Franklin, the only round he's given to the American throughout the contest so far. Laxing into a left hook. Laxing into a left hook. Can he somewhere from somehow find the finish? as we head to the... And that's got the crowd roused again as we head to the halfway stage of the 12th and final round. Joshua made to miss with a right hand over the top. Joshua, minute to go in the final round from Joshua, minute to go in the final round, and Franklin now.
Can he jump on him now? 40 seconds left.
Well, getting behind Joshua.
Good right hand from Franklin. Good right hand from Franklin.
Tremendous recovery from the American, having taken such a heavy shot of his own. And that's the response from the crowd as Joshua made to miss. By a Joshua made to miss. By a fraction of an inch with that right hand. So to Joshua, last few moments of the case, so to Joshua, last few moments of the contest, the bell sounds and Franklin head around.
We've got to be careful here. They need to be separated.
Continuing
they need to be separated here.
And referee Mark continuing
they need to be separated here.
And referee Mark
the teams need to be separated.
Well, we saw White all those years ago, and now right at the end of the contest, emotions are flaring. But the security have seen to it that the agitations are quelled and very very quickly. But they should never have been allowed to lock horns after the final bell.
An altercation outside here. Tony Bellew, a member of the Franklin team. There's no need for this.
Yes, this is spreading outside of the square circle as Anthony Joshua looks like the calmest man in the arena. Franklin, and he knows well that he will have to answer the criticism for those who thought that this man here, Jermaine Franklin, was a soft touch. He was anything but. Took solid shots from the beginning to the end, but most of the time fired. Andy, after just a few moments to assess your thoughts about the performance of this man.
I think this is what was, in hindsight, is what to be expected. There were great moments in there, flashes of brilliance, but there was a little bit of hesitancy, and that's to be expected, coming off the back of 2 losses. I know myself from my own experience coming back from a loss. Your confidence is down, back a little bit, and that's what I think we saw. Plus, working with a new coach, I know from my own experience too. It takes a long time. It took me 2 years to gel with Adam Booth after being with Emmanuel all those years. This was the art. They were just a little bit. It wasn't getting out of hand, but it was the teams that escalated it. But no need for that. These men fought a good fight, a good fair fight, and a clean fight.
Well, we've talked about it so much in the build-up. This was such an important night in aftermath. Just what it all meant to him, how important it was in terms of the revival, of his career. And coming up in 5 weeks' time, Canelo Alvarez putting all 4 super middleweight belts on the line, back in action and back in Mexico again. Against Britain's John Ryder, live on DAZN 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here at the O2 Arena, we go to the judges' score totals. 11. Alex Levin and Fabian Guggenheim both scored about 117 to 111. All three. 17 to 111. All three. For your winner by unanimous, Joshua.
Rousing ovation for Anthony Joshua, back on the winning trail. His arm raised in victory for the first time in the best part of 2.5 years. For the first time in the best part of 2.5 years. And still tensions up there in the ring after the overflow at the end of the 12th and final round. Giving Jermaine Franklin 3 rounds, the other one giving him just 2. In 3 rounds, the other one giving him just 2, as Anthony Joshua gets back on the winning.
Some breaking news. Sam Kerr is joining Chelsea.
Wow, that's what it's all about.
Chelsea.
Wow, that's what it's all about.
We got some breaking news. From this far, you hear me? From this far, you hear me?
Just hold your shape, young man. You've got